You can either have this now or this later. Let me explain. Through my teenhood, I thought I was going to have a lot of friends, going to parties every weekend, traveling, having a little boo on the side, only to be here today, actually 20. And it's nothing like what I thought it was going to be. The reason I thought it was going to be so spectacular was from watching movies such as these or Instagram or something. But the older I got, the more realistic I became. Yes, your 20s can be fun, but for me, I have some things that I want to build on so I won't have to struggle in my 30s. So it's either play now or play later. I'd rather play later. But some of the things that I've experienced that have crushed my expectations are people, for one. People are the main thing. I've noticed that a lot of people in their 20s now have friends from when they were in high school. I unfortunately didn't have that opportunity because I was homeschooled since the 4th grade. But even after graduation, I went out of my way to try and connect with people, whether that was in person or in apps or I don't know. The people that weren't made me want to punch them because I literally complimented you on your dress and you want to sit there and don't look at me like that. But the people who were interested in trying to build towards a relationship, one thing is, I understand everyone has their own life and some people may not have time. That's understandable. But the thing that pissed me off was people saying they were going to do one thing and not do it. You know you're busy. I now know you're busy. Don't tell me we're going to meet on Saturday when you're supposed to be picking up your grandma from the hospital. But then there's also the fact of just having different personalities and not meshing well with people, And then my last category of people are the ones who need healing and won't do it. It's like, let go of me if you try go get some therapy. Some people crave a connection but don't have the room for anyone else because they have their own issues going on, which leads to them either being flaky, bad communication, or just toxic altogether. Things that I expected for romance were, I had high expectations, I guess you can say. Even in that, it's like the bare minimum is seen as a trophy now. I wanted you to come up to me and ask me out on a date. I wanted you to give me flowers, but you opened the door for me and now you think I'm about to give you some Absolutely not. Next. Also, my expectations for shopping are shot. I think making a living, whether you have a degree or not, is difficult, seeing as I have neither a degree or a job. It's very difficult. And while I am working on my finances and saving more money, things are just super expensive. I don't know if you go to Culver's, but the kids' meal is like $7 now. Inflation really jacked me up. Despite all the downsides that I just talked about, if I truly wanted to, I could have things like this. But I'd rather spend time trying to build towards this in my 20s. I'm still going to be able to have fun, but I just have to be more disciplined and mindful of where I spend my time. Another thing I didn't expect for my 20s is having to discipline myself. I like to think I'm a free spirit. I like to be spontaneous. But if I don't get a grip now, I'm going to be working a 9 to 5 when I'm 30. There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but the life that I want, it's not acceptable. Instead of going to parties and trying to find romance nowadays, I'm spending my time reading and learning how to manage my time and my energy so I can get to this. Because in my mind, if I discipline myself now and reinvent myself to the person that would live that life, the rest will follow. It's not a thing of, I have to try and get this car or this house, this phone, this dog, then I'll be that person. I have to change my mindset first. Did that make sense? I hope it makes sense. If you like this video, go ahead and check out the next video where I talk about 7 habits that we cannot bring into the new year. Bye.